Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We are also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebar2go.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we discuss Larceny's new look and new marketing campaign for the brand. My name is McNew. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Kathy Cool, Luke Otero, and Duff Andreezy.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Hey, everybody.
Hey, everyone.
We're going to be talking about Larceny today, a new updated look, a new marketing campaign. We'll get to that after the break. For right now, though, McNew said there's something she want to talk about. What is that, McNew?
Yeah, so around and in Indianapolis, there's a trend of hot pot restaurants popping up. Like, there's a new one in every, corridor of the city every day.
Okay.
And I don't get the point. Like, I like Chinese food. I like Asian food. But you're literally going and cooking your own food in a pot. Like, they bring you raw food that you cook yourself at the table. And, why would I pay you to cook my own food? I don't get the point. So do you guys like those? I just thought about it.
There's a fondue restaurant.
Right.
There were a couple of those in St.
Melting
Louis.
pot. Melting pot.
Melting pot.
Chain. Yep.
Yeah, and they would bring you the meats, and then they would bring you oil, and you had to cook it. But the best part was everybody just wanted to get to the end where you had a big pot of chocolate.
Yeah.
Ooh, the light in the dark.
For you to dip all the fun things in to eat the dessert.
Right.
So
Yeah.
Go ahead, Steve.
I was just going to say, I've never been there of my own accord. My kid liked to go there for her birthday, so I went there many years in a row for her birthday. And
did you sneak in a bag of fast food to eat?
No, I like their food. I like the steak and all that. And cooking. I didn't mind it. The only thing that bothers me, it's like a 3.5 hour dinner. I mean, it takes a long time.
Takes a while.
Yeah, so I didn't like that part of it, but the food is good. It's just, Last time we went, though, the Monicas, I guess their daughter's birthday around the same date. They're not the same age, but so it could be a thing where we see them now.
Yeah, I like a melting pot. You've got the oil, you've got the broth, so you get two different things to cook, and then you've got the
cheese,
dessert. The cheese, you can do that too.
The cheese, yeah.
My brother and I both have a couple of fondue pots. We get together and do that every so often.
Okay. Things get crazy.
Yeah, wild and crazy.
So I think that's fine at home, right? I'm at home. I can make my own food. If I'm at a restaurant, why am I making my own food? I want it done.
My dinner's ruined. I got to make it myself. It's ruined.
So I was at a different one, and this was for work. So we were over in Switzerland, and we went to a place where you cooked your own meat on a rock.
Really?
They brought out a big chunk of soapstone. It was probably 6 by 8 and about 2 inches thick, and it comes out at 500 degrees, and they bring you a basically raw piece of meat, and we were eating ostrich and different things. But
how do you know how long to cook it?
It's, cook it until it's not
Like if
pink
you
if you
like
don't
your
like pink. But
ostrich medium rare, do they give
Yeah,
you times?
they maybe looked over your shoulder, but there was enough grappa going around. It didn't matter,
Okay,
but it was fun. It was an event. And I never once thought about should someone else cook my meat? Because it was really the event piece of
Sure.
it.
Yeah, I do think people go for the experience, but like when I go out, I'm like, I'm not paying you to cook my own food. Like, I don't get why people like this. I guess I don't like the melting pot either. I just don't get it.
I don't get it.
You probably don't have to tip then.
Well, no, you still got a tip. They want the
Right?
I went to Lucas and I went to this Korean barbecue place in Los Angeles, and they have this grill, and then the guy comes out with all the cuts of meat, but he does all the cooking, Stephanie. And then
you give him the stuff. You give him the stuff, and then he cooks it, right?
Yeah, there's a big tray of everything, and he says, "Okay, I'm going to do sirloin steak. I'm going to do short rib," and then he does it all because they don't want us after we're drinking playing around with the open fire grill. I just
that feels like hibachi. I like hibachi. I like that. That's fine. He's doing it for me.
I feel like it was a 70s thing. Wasn't like fondue and like
Sure.
Definitely.
back in the 70s.
Back in the 70s.
But the hot pots are back, and like they're trending in like the indie foodie groups. And I'm like, why would you do that? I don't get it. And maybe it's just not for me, and that's fine. But I'm like,
what Kathy's talking about it being big in the 70s, it's just hitting Indiana right now. So
yeah.
They're a little slow on the trends. So it's sweeping them right now. So.
They do say it goes from the coast in.
Yes.
Right.
It's finally finishing up in Indy right now. So yes.
Later.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. Luke, what about you on this, man?
Yeah, I'm what Stephanie just described. I'm not a big fan of, but that Korean barbecue,
Mongolian barbecue.
It's kind of like Mongolian, but the guy did all the cooking. I mean, we didn't have to touch it. Except we just told him what we wanted, and he would just. And like you said, though, it went on for 3 hours, and we're drinking soju every like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So.
I'm with you on that, Luke. I like it. Like if they're like, "Hey, what do you want?" and I'm always like chicken and shrimp, and that's great. And they'll do it for me. Fantastic. You can do it in front of me. I like that. I don't want to dip my own crap into a pot and do it.
Sure.
Why am I paying to cook?
You need tongs for the chicken, first of all. So you're gonna have to bring tongs out for me.
Like you literally,
and then you have to click them 3 times. Click.
Because it's gonna suck if you don't do it 3 times. Like, no, we could have just stayed home and made our own food. Why are we paying them to cook our own food? I don't get it.
And then
tipping. Like you did nothing. You just brought it out on a tray, and I did all the work.
Well, they clean up all the oil and
they clean up the oil and the liniments, the various liniments.
There are liniments in your food. Is there also a poultice?
Yes, there is. There is.
Yeah.
Well, like I also was not into the melting pot, but like if you wanted to do it fondue at home, I'm like, yeah, I want to dip some crap in a chocolate. Like I'm about that at home. I'm not going to pay someone to let me do that. Is my thing.
One time we were at the melting pot, and of course they had the big like horseshoe shaped booth. So so my mom, who of course works out in the yard all the time, and then she shouldn't, and then she gets herself messed up. Her back starts seizing up on her, and she has to lay perfectly flat. So she's laying perfectly flat, board style across the thing. And of course here comes the waitress and with the bill, and my mom's like, I get the bill. She's laying down and reaches her hand and says, the bill goes to me. Yeah, the hand goes up to me. Yeah, I get the bill. I'm paying the bill.
It's like cousin Ed coming out of
the waitress doesn't even say a thing. I guess you're just good at your job when you do that. You're just like that's normal. Yeah.
Just lay in the booth.
Yeah, that's normal.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. Yeah. And that was, I guess, because she was going for a tip, she didn't say anything. If it would have been a non-tipping place, she'd probably call my mom out. But yeah, she's like, oh, this lady's paying, so I gotta be cool. So
out in the booth.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, guess what, gang? It's time to drink. What is everyone drinking? I'm going to go first. I think I've gone with the theme of the show, a Heaven Hill product. I've got Square 6 here. This is a new product for them, and it's a 95 proof high rye bourbon. So let's see what we got here. Well, I thought mine was pretty good, but there's some noise in the background. Someone's shuffling through their collection back there. It's hurtful is what that was. So, yeah, I'm going to do a big pour to make up for that. Look at that.
Last show pour.
That's the last show pour right there. I left a little bit. I got one more last show pour in there.
Got a little heel in it.
Yeah, a heel. That's perfect. All right. Next up is going to be Kathy, since she dug through her collection to get this one.
To find my Square 6.
Oh, Square 6. There you go. Okay. Hers wasn't as good as mine. I've got the lead. All right. McNew, you're next.
Obviously, Larceny. Obviously.
Okay. McNew, coming up strong. It's Larceny.
Bad.
Yeah, Larceny, of course. Doesn't let her down. All right. Luke, can you beat that?
It's going to be tough. I've got the Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel, the Ryder Cup Limited Edition.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Well, it looks like there's 2 swings there too.
Yeah.
But, yeah. All right. No, not enough.
It was the Ryder Cup. He was doing a warm-up swing.
That's right. I had a practice swing. You know?
Sure. All right. McNew has the lead, but Jeff has yet to go. So, Jeff, you can ruin this night for McNew on her special show here.
I'd hate to do that, but I also have some Larceny. I've got the barrel proof.
McNew just got nervous.
Nervous, McNew?
Mm-hmm.
Oh! I heard McNew's talking over Jeff's. She got it. McNew wins on the talkover.
Yeah, I would concur.
Jeff never asked a question and then popped the cork.
Yeah.
No, that's a good point. I asked the question.
You asked the question.
No.
McNew takes it. All right, cheers.
Cheers, McNew.
Move, Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers.
Yeah. All right. We'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to be talking to Larceny. They got a new look. They got a new marketing campaign. We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of executive bourbon steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your executive bourbon steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your executive bourbon steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com. And now, back to the show. Danny, though. You are between Jim and victory. What do you got?
I have an Indiana rye,
Sure, Danny.
tumbled ice.
Cumblebeiss. Yes, I love Cumblebeiss. I'm sure that's the name of the brand, Cumblebeiss. Sure.
Tumbled ice.
Oh, tumble dice. Okay.
Yes.
That's
Freddie Mills of Ruse.
okay. Freddie Mills of Fruits.
So we're about to pop it.
No, that was all desk is what that was. All desk, no pop. Jim wins. So Jim, you got it there, man.
Hey.
Congrats, Jim.
Cheers, gang.
Oh my God, this is horrible.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're talking about Larceny's new marketing campaign and labels.
Yes, we are. Kathy, what did you find out on this one? What do we know?
They have a new marketing campaign and they have new labels.
Oh God,
So,
this is
it
too
was-
deep into the night
so,
to ask her.
No,
Yeah.
this is fair because it was literally a press release that had a lot of words to say nothing. And
Okay.
no offense to their press girl, but like I got it in my email because I am signed up for those. And
Okay.
I was just like, cool, new label, new marketing campaign. But what is the marketing campaign? It's called Seize the Night, but we got
Seize the
no
night.
details on what that means.
Uh-huh.
Nothing. Literally nothing. KK's
So
right.
does that mean they're going to like work in bars where people are coming out at night? Or could it mean that they're maybe going to ask werewolves to start drinking Larceny?
It sounds like,
Curious.
doesn't it sound like they're going out after young adults, people are going to be hanging out at bars, doing things at night where, most of the crowd here, other than, McNew, we're more in the, we like to do our
I'm in
things
bed
during
at
the day.
9.
Yeah, we're in bed at 9. So,
Oh gosh, yeah.
I think my house it's for a different city. I don't
Right.
do things here.
right. So,
So,
yeah. But
that's
it
a good
sounds like they're
point.
going after that audience, I think.
So if they're going for a younger audience,
Mm-hmm.
I think that Larceny is a really good gateway bourbon.
I do too.
So maybe they're looking.
It's a weeder. It's a weeder.
It's a weeder.
Yeah.
It's a good gateway bourbon. It's a good way to get people off of vodkas and
Yes.
White Claws and whatever canned crap they're drinking and bring them along.
Right.
Yeah. And I think I like the Seize the Night thing because my thought behind it, because they gave us no details and I could be way off base. But if they had like a tasting booth or something set up at like a concert or a sports game, it's like off to the side and they were giving out samples, that would make a lot of sense to me. We're out for the night, we're seizing the night, we're hitting up the bars. That makes sense. But their new label,
I think they're pretty savvy. They're going after the Crown Royal idiots. And because if you look at some of the advertisements that go on television or wherever, it's all Crown. Geez, Crown, yeah. But I'm glad Larceny's doing this. I mean,
Yeah, good for them.
good, yeah.
Well, I'm going to say, we just talked about it being kind of an entry bourbon. This barrel proof,
Uh-huh.
it's dang good.
Okay.
I would be buying this one again.
Do you have to get the code? What's I hear people when they're talking about their Larceny barrel picks. They want what's A dash something?
A123.
A123 stuff like that.
This one says batch number A124, but
Oh, that's a bad one. Sorry. You should have got the
Well,
And you
1, 2,
like it.
I'm
So-
telling you, if it's a bad one, it's darn good.
flush it. If it's bad, it's a bad one. Flush it. Get rid of
I'll
it.
ship it to
Even
McNew for disposal.
Even if you like it, you shouldn't drink it because it's the crowd says A123 is the one to get.
You wasted your money. Jeff.
Here's the thing we're going to say right now is whatever the crowd's saying, it doesn't matter. It's your
Right.
palate, Jeff.
Exactly.
If you
It is
love
my
it,
palate. I've
buy
learned to
the
take the
shit out of
heat.
it.
I step in it all the time, and I can take it. I'm an old man. I'm a man.
You
I'm
put
an old
Larceny
man.
on a pedestal, no matter what. Even when they didn't want to follow me for a year, I put them on a pedestal, and it's fine. Larceny can do what they want. But no, so I liked when they did the single barrels though, because it got like people who hated on it to be like, oh no, this is actually pretty decent. It got them the
Okay.
right, and I think. They did
Turn the corner for some people. Yeah.
They did.
Some people.
Yeah.
Not everybody.
I just love to hear Jeremy Shell maybe say a positive thing about Larceny someday.
Yeah. And Renee, the two of them bag on it. I get uncomfortable. I don't, because well, it's not my favorite. I don't think it's a bad product. I don't know. I'm not sure why they do that, but yeah.
We can't all be elitist. It's fine.
Yeah.
You know what? People have to hate on something.
I guess.
If they're hating on it, that's just more for everyone else.
But I do like these new Larceny labels because they call them elevated. I don't know if they're elevated, but they look more kind of like vintage to me, and I think that's more fitting for the brand.
Well, I have to see it in person too, because sometimes it's tough to capture on a photo.
Yeah, their little mock-up was whatever.
Right.
So I haven't seen them in my stores yet. But
No, I haven't seen it either. No.
How long do you think till we start seeing them?
I bet you. Yeah.
I think September, Bourbon Heritage Month would be a good time to see those.
There you go.
People are working through whatever inventories are around. So.
Sure. McNew's market it goes quicker, so they'll be one of the first to get the new labels.
Sunday. She'll get one on Sunday.
Yeah. The rest of it'll be September, but McNew's market, yes.
They really do look good.
There you go.
Really nice.
Oh, it's an attractive packaging, no doubt.
Yeah. So they're making a move. And I think probably an under-targeted group of people. So, like I said, young people who are partying and going to get it in mixed drinks and stuff like that. I think that's a smart call. So, go after it. Seize the night, folks. There you go.
Seize the night.
We'll see how this does for them. And on that note, we're going to wrap this one up, as we always do, by talking about where people can find us. Jeff, we're going to start with you. Where can people find you?
Yeah, you can always find me on Instagram, Facebook, and the Cigar Dojo, Jeff Endrizi. 2 I's and 2 Z's.
All right, Luke.
Yeah, you can find us at Santa Fe Boutique Wines on Instagram, and you can find me on LinkedIn, Luke Otero.
All right, Kathy.
You can find me on Instagram at KK Cast Strength.
McNew.
I'm on Instagram at McNew ABV.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find at Steve Akeley, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website, abvnetwork.com. Check that one out. Everything that we do is out there. We put all of our previous shows, blogs, so much more. abvnetwork.com. Come by and see me, the ABV Barrel Shop. That place where you can try before you buy. We'd love for you to come in and see us, see what we have going on, taste some of our great whiskey, and hopefully buy a bottle or two. So check us out online, abvbarrelshop.com. McNew, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I'd like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review. That includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. And if you like what we're doing, we ask that you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
Great job today, gang. Finance. We'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing. The ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you're in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.